Hey everybody, this is Giuseppe with Forget About It News, and I'm here with my boy Brian.
What's up, guys? Tonight
we have Brian. What's on the agenda?
Well, recently some Venezuelan gangs have taken over 3 different apartment complexes, and each apartment complex has 90 units. Going in there, kicking the doors in.
That's 270 apartments.
Yeah, no, I know. Whole families live in these, dude. This is crazy. Look, and honestly, these aren't your crusty ones either. Apparently, when I was looking them up, they're more your upper scale apartment complexes, like a nicer complex. And this is in Aurora, Colorado. Look, we have a video to show you, but they're going door to door. They're busting people's shit open, telling them get up out of there and everything. Man, I'm going to go off in a little bit because this shit's been boiling. But I'm going to tell you right now, that shit would not happen down here in Florida like that.
Oh, man, never.
Oh, my gosh.
Not
you
in
would get blown.
Baby. Not in Gradyville, baby.
Not in Gradyville. You're going to get blown to pieces.
Listen.
Pieces.
You know why Grady wants us to shoot? He doesn't want to have to hire 50 million cops. He wants us to police ourselves. He's like, you know what? They come in, kill them. Make our job easy.
Yeah,
then we can
that's
just
exactly what he's
throw
doing.
them in a body bag.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of these
because we were
going
to take him out too.
Absolutely. Like, people like that.
You have no business in somebody else's house.
You don't.
And for you to have the audacity, said you're going to kick them out of their own house.
Yeah.
That's such a back-assward world. We don't know what that's like down this far.
Well, you know, it's just like the video we're about to show. They say, what do they say? This is what people are calling. I don't know. We'll play the video, and then we'll chat. Let's see. Let's play the video.
What appears to be gang-related activity or something.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
What
do you think it was? They just kicked in this old lady's door, told them to get out. It's gang-related, of course.
Yeah, forget about it.
Here at 5, the new video surfacing today showing a huge problem with what some are calling gang violence at an apartment complex in Aurora. The video...
They said...
What some are calling gang violence.
Some are calling.
Yeah, I know. And what the fuck else would they be?
It's a gang of people.
Yeah.
Taking your shit.
Well, you would call gang activity.
Yeah.
What the fuck else you calling it?
Yeah. What some would call gang activity,
guys,
Bob.
This is a perfect example.
Yes.
See, that's how they manipulate you.
Yes.
You see how that just one little wording made it sound like it wasn't that big a deal or something? What some are calling gang activity.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Forget about it.
Roll
this shit.
All right.
Shows men entering an apartment building with several weapons and then busting down a door.
And all of this taking place at the apartments, which had become a crime hotspot in that city. Fox 31's Vicente Arenas was at that complex today as people were moving out, fearing for their safety. Vicente is joining us live from that complex with a closer look at that eye-opening video, Vicente.
It is eye-opening, Erica. It is significant because this is the first time we've actually seen what has been happening inside that apartment complex at different times. This video, there's 2 different clips you're about to see. One of them, people carrying guns, and another where 2 people are just trying to break down a door.
The video shows a group of men walking up a stairwell at the Edge Lowry apartment complex in Aurora. All of them appear to be carrying rifles and handguns, and the video shot earlier this month. One of the men can be seen talking on a cell phone. They all then gather around a door and go in. Another video clip shows men forcing a door open. But what or who they were searching for, not clear. The video was shot in the building where Cindy and Edward Romero lived until today. They loaded up their stuff and moved out.
It's been a nightmare and I can't wait to get out of here.
This is how Cindy used to lock her front door.
Every day when we come home, we have to do this. Every time we go outside to take out the garbage, every time we try to go to bed at night, we have to keep it like this so nobody can kick in the door.
The couple's car and many others here were riddled with bullets after a shootout at the complex earlier this month. The Romeros say the trouble started when a large number of migrants began moving in. They had not been able to move out for different reasons.
We couldn't get any. We tried reaching out to the resources, but they told us since it wasn't actually a condemned building, we would have to wait until that was the issue, but we didn't want to wait for that. So the only help I got was after talking to you.
We showed council member Danielle Jurinsky the video. Today, she helped the couple move out and find a new place to live.
The city nonprofits have lined up to help the migrants that have come here, but nobody is helping the American citizens, the residents that are trapped in these apartment complexes.
The Romeros tell us others living here had been asking when they'd be moving out.
And this isn't just Americans. This is other Venezuelans that are living under this control, that are being extorted by the control of this gang.
While we were on the property today, even before we left, we were told other people were moving in and taking over the Romero's unit.
We did speak to the mayor's office this afternoon. They sent us a statement saying that so far there are no code enforcement violations taking place at this complex. The mayor's office also responding in part for the Aurora Police Department. They're telling us that the police department here has seen that video that we just showed you. There is a lot more to this story. We'll be covering it in the days to come. Reporting live outside the municipal building in Aurora, Vicente Arenas, Fox 31.
They can't get them on breaking and entering.
There's no code violations, Brian.
That's what they said. No code. So breaking and entering with an AR stuffed in your face. That's not breaking and entering with armed. Armed.
Yeah, armed and dangerous.
Armed and dangerous. So you can go into Aurora if you're not from the United States and bust down the door and put a gun in somebody's face.
Yeah.
Tell them to get out of their apartment. You don't go to jail, and you get to take over their apartment.
Pretty much.
All right, so you guys know what's going on here. That means they're being told not to do anything. If you do, your ass is gone.
Yes.
Whatever powers are controlling them. That is crazy.
Yes.
Get out of these cities. If you live in these cities, they're next, bro. If this is just the taste of it.
Yes.
This is just the taste of what's going to come.
It really is. It's what's coming.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah.
And American people need to really, really think about this and wake up when it comes November. And listen, I'm not going to sleep this election. Last election, I went to sleep. It was like 2 a.m. Trump was up by like 1 million something votes.
In all the swing states.
And in the middle of the night, magically, a bunch of votes came in with Biden, none for Trump. Magically.
And made him. Joe only won by like 40,000 votes in a swing state.
Listen, they had more votes. They had more votes than there are illegal voters.
Right.
I can't remember how many, but they had a lot. There was a lot.
Their machines were all rigged to stay. Everybody knows that there's. Unless
they were finding double votes, they were finding dead people voting. Dead people were voting.
Yeah.
It's sad that these things get proven, but Biden was able to stay president.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now.
That's how you know the corruption is deep. When it's proven. Dude, I seen the videos with my own eyes. You cannot fucking tell me they didn't bring in a bunch of fucking votes. I watched it on video.
Listen, we all know that happened, but what are you going to do when 8 of these dudes or fucking gang members come thinking,
I'm going to blast them.
I know.
I'm going to blast them. Rat-a-tat-tat. That's all you're going to get.
Yeah, because, I'm telling you, in Florida, it is just game over.
Yeah, man.
Look, you just bang on that door, and that's it, man.
Yeah,
somebody's going to level the front of it with a 12 shotty
real
quick, and then there's going to be rapid fire 9 mils. I'm just saying, it just and down here in Central Florida, that just does. People don't play like that.
Trump, no, man.
That's just crazy how this is allowed to even go on. You're telling me the police are just sitting there like, oh, they put a gun in your face, okay, and they took over your apartment. Is that what they did? Yeah, they kicked your whole family out into the hall and made you give them money.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I guess find a place like a tent or something.
There's nothing
find a place to live. That's you. We can't do nothing.
Nothing we can do.
What do you mean you ain't gonna do nothing? They just put a gun in my face. That's not breaking and entering armed
with all those guys.
That's crazy.
With all those guys with the ARs, they should have the SWAT team going door to door in that apartment complex,
descending on that place,
and making every single person evacuate the building, and then checking IDs, and then arresting people.
Every one of them off to jail
Absolutely.
right now for taking over somebody's fucking house.
Like, you're not legal. Get the fuck up. You're coming with us.
Yep.
Going to jail.
That's it.
And you're getting the boot back to Venezuela.
Yeah. See you later.
Forget about it.
All the way.
I mean, it's just, and you know what? It's gonna more and more frequently happen, and they're gonna normalize it, just like they did with the transgender shit.
Yeah, pretty soon it's gonna be every day.
They normalize it.
Apartment
They
building.
normalize
this
it.
apartment building. I'm telling you,
it'll just become normal.
The southern you can get, if you can get to Texas, If you can, I mean, listen, Florida,
Yeah.
we're it depends where you're from in Florida. There's a couple liberal towns around here, but majority of people that grew up in Florida are like
trumpety diddly.
right in Central Florida. Like if you were to step on somebody's property and act stupid, bro, you're getting leveled.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what I'm not saying. That's just the rules down. I mean, that's just the way it is right here at Grady. That's what Grady says.
Grady
on
land,
there.
baby, rat-a-tat-tat.
Yeah. So,
listen, hop in the comments. I want to know what people think.
well,
I mean,
I don't even know what I think. I mean,
I think this is some motherfucking bullshit.
Could you imagine them coming to your house telling you get out?
I can't because listen. I would be dead or they would be dead.
How do y'all feel about that? What if 8 Venezuelan gang members rolled up on your house?
Took your shit.
Where you at? Where you at, Georgia? Where you at, Alabama?
And then
where you at, Texas?
When they took your fucking apartment and you called the cops, they said, "What do you want us to do?"
Yeah, where you at? Where you at, North Carolina? Where you at, South Carolina? Where you at,
What do you guys
Kentucky?
think about this?
Where you at, Tennessee? What happens when they do that in Tennessee? What happens if they start taking territory over there in Tennessee? What are you gonna do?
When is enough enough? When are American people say, you know what?
Y'all know why
this
this
shit's
is
got to
happening.
fucking stop. We know why it's happening.
They let the open border open.
They
Trump
are
had
going
that
to
shit
make-
shut down.
The United States is going to be like Venezuela if Trump don't get elected. I'm telling you,
Yep.
everything's going to crumble. Motherfuckers are going to be in the food line to get cups of beans and
Hey,
rice.
there's massive food lines out west. I watched Jeremiah, babe, on YouTube. He went to the damn food line right there in California, and it was right there. I think where did he say it was? Palm Desert area, the Palm Desert area, and it was like a mile long a food line out there in the desert community of Cali. That's crazy, dude.
Listen, things are getting tight. Things are getting
They
tight.
are, dude. Even our businesses, man, they're really running on freaking fumes.
Well, I mean, it's
With stuff.
gonna get worse. The cost of running business are getting too high.
Man.
People's savings are being depleted, and credit cards are getting maxed out. And when cards are maxed out, and your 401k is gone, and your savings is gone, and you've sold everything you can, and you've exhausted everything you can exhaust, what do? You work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, get a roommate, rent bedrooms. You start
That's
living.
not the America we deserve.
You start living in poverty, and then
That's not the America we deserve.
Well, it's the America we're getting if people vote for Kamala.
Man, I'm telling you right now, we are on these tracks. We ain't stopped yet. I just came back from the grocery store, and Oreos are $7.06 for a bag of fucking Oreos. They should be like maybe $2.90 or whatever. Shit should be absolutely cheap. Trump proved how cheap things can get. Nobody saw $1.80 since the 1990s.
Yeah.
None of the 2000s saw $1.80 gas.
Well, what liberals say is well, gas has been cheap for a very long time, and $3, $4. I mean, that's not much. I mean, that's only a couple dollars over the course of the last 10 years. So that's really not that bad.
Exactly, which is retarded because it could be $1.80 and just chunking. Do you understand the production that happens with cheap fuel?
Yeah.
Cheap fuel just makes shit run so
Yes.
efficient because it doesn't cost that much to move stuff around. When stuff gets tight, this gets cut off and that gets cut off, and we got to go and take away these people. But what are y'all thinking? Is this just going to keep on happening? We're going down these tracks. We need to get off these tracks. What do y'all think about that? What do you think when the gang members start rolling up to your ritzy, big-ass high-rise and start going, get up out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, so you live in Colorado? That
Gringo.
See, here's the problem now is they know that they can do it. Nothing's going to happen. Seriously. So now they're going to take over more in Aurora.
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're going to take over 150 complexes and move all their people in there. Now you have 100,000 gang members in fucking Aurora.
Running shit.
Yeah, running shit. And they have a hierarchy. They're
Because-
militant like that.
Because you don't have enough police to police them.
You don't. What do you have? Even if you have 1,000, how are you going to police 100,000 gang members?
You can't.
Because if you think they're going to take over one, why? Why not take it over 50? You don't have no jurisdiction. The city can't do nothing. The bitch-ass police can't do nothing.
Yeah.
The FBI apparently ain't going to step in. They're just letting a hostile takeover happen.
Well, what they do is they let the damage get done, and then they come in and act like they're Captain Save-A-Ho.
Man, I tell you right now.
Well, that's what they do. They let
Those
it's just like
property owners
it's
need to
just
be
like with the
filing.
cities being burned down. when the whole George Floyd thing happened.
Yeah.
Cities were burning down.
Billions in damage.
They let all
Ruined
the damage.
businesses.
They let all the damage happen. They let them burn down the city, and then they were like, "Okay, now we're gonna put a stop to it." Remember, a couple of them even asked Trump, like, finally, like, "Okay, we're gonna allow you to bring the military in here to help us get control."
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
No, man. That's just the start of it. Apparently, they just listen. They just waltzed in here and took over 3 apartment complex buildings with 90 units apiece. This is probably a $15 million a year freaking business, and they just took it over. If I was that landlord, I'd be almost hiring private people to get them out.
That could be your home. That could be your children. That could be your apartment next.
Because they can go to houses too.
It could be us next. The problem is nobody wants to say anything or do anything until it happens to them. And, by then it's too fucking late, man. It's too late. Now is the time. Stand up.
Stand up. Start standing up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I'm
on here telling you, let's go. You need to stand up, say no. I don't care. Stand with signs out there and say no, get out. No, get out. Get police out there. Go to the FBI. Ask them why. Why aren't you doing anything?
Buy ammo. Buy guns.
Shit is twisted.
Buy guns.
If this stays open for another 3 years, there would be 40 million, maybe 50 million people here we have no clue about. You can't fix that after it goes that far. That means if there's a million terrorists
now, bro, it can't be fixed now.
I know that.
Only thing Trump can do is slow down our demise.
Pretty much. I know. That's what I was thinking too, because this border is just wide open. People are just coming in wherever. Man. You don't even know what's going on. Man, now they're talking about. Look,
the border's open like Paris Hilton.
I'm just getting all uppity about it because I don't think people understand how important it is that this election goes right. We're talking about everybody. Your kid is 18, so they need to vote. Your daughter needs to vote. You need to go as a group, as a family to vote. Man. You need to be watching the voter shit going on.
You need to
like
get
a hawk, making sure nobody's cheating and weird stuff's going on and buildings aren't blacked out. Yeah. It needs to all be reported. We have to be like the American bald eagle.
Yes.
That underseeing eye that sees them.
That was funny.
I know.
That was super. You know what?
Yeah.
I would say it, but I'm not going to. Anyways. Jump in the comments, share, like, subscribe, click, notifications. Get in the comments, man. We want to know what people think. What do you guys think out there? Are you guys okay with this? What happens if it comes to our neck of the woods?
What happens when it comes to your house? What are you going to do? Tell us in the comments. What's going on?
Yeah. Forget about it.
Peace.
Peace.